For this project you will need a string, parcel string, tapestry needle, scissors and a 4.5mm crochet hook. You'll start off with a magic ring. Round 1, chain 1. Now make 6 puff stitches. That's 1. Make 5 more. Now pull the tail to tighten it and make it secure. Then slip stitch at the top of the first puff stitch. Round 2, chain 1, then make a single crochet in the same space. Then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. Then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this all the way around. You should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. Close this round with a slip stitch at the top of the first single crochet. If you're not sure which stitch it is, because there's a chain stitch as well, you can always count backwards. Round 3, chain 1 and puff stitch in each stitch around. Don't forget to do a slip stitch at the top of each puff stitch, otherwise you can have a miscount at the end of the round. You should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. And of course, close this round off with a slip stitch at the top of the first puff stitch. Round 4, chain 1, then single crochet in each stitch around. You should have 36 stitches at the end of this round. At the end of this round, do not slip stitch, instead do 10 chain. And slip stitch back down into the same space. Pull the string through and you can cut it off. Don't worry about the tails, we'll sew them in at the end. And there you have your first circle. The first 4 rounds of the second circle are exactly the same as the first one, but at the 4th round, instead of doing 10 chain and then slip stitch in, just do a slip stitch as normally to close the round off. Pause the video and come back when you finish those 4 rounds. Round 5, chain 1, then make a puff stitch in each stitch around, then close it off with a slip stitch at the top of the first puff stitch. At the end of this round you should have 36 stitches. My string's gone all funny and twisty. That's weird, it's never happened before. It's alright, it sorted itself out towards the end. Pause the video and come back when you finish this round. Round 6, chain 1 and make a single crochet in each stitch around. Now in this round you may have to decrease your stitches, it depends on how your work turns out. So if you do need to make a decrease, then you will notice because your work will start going all funny like that. To decrease, you want to do a single crochet 2 together. You go in the first stitch, pull up a loop, go in the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then wrap round and pull through 3 loops. And there you have it, that's a decrease. You might have to do it a few times, it depends how your work looks. Finish this round off with a slip stitch at the top of the first single crochet. If you lay your work down, you can see if it's bumpy. You can pat it down as well, like try and flatten it. You can always unravel some if you need to make more decreases. Round 7, chain 1, then single crochet in each stitch around, just like round 6. Pause the video and come back when you finish this round. Slip stitch at the top of the first single crochet, then do 10 chain and slip stitch back down into the same space. Pull the string through and cut it off, leaving a tail to sew in later. For the tassel at the bottom, I'm using a piece of card which is 10 centimeters long or 4 inches. You want to wrap the string around 10 times. Cut the string off, then cut another small piece to tie it at the top. Now cut another piece of string, and now watch what I'm doing because it's kind of tricky for me to explain. It's not difficult, but it's tricky to explain. Feel free to pause the video whenever you need. Now let's sew the tails in. Now it doesn't need to be super strong, as it's not something you'll be touching every day, it's going to be hanging on the wall. So it's mainly just to hide the tails away. Do it on both circles. Find the centre of the small circle and attach the tassel to it, tying it off at the back. Attach the small circle to the bottom of the big circle in the middle. I'm attaching it over 3 stitches at the bottom to give it a tiny little space in that hoop. I am going through each stitch twice to give it a bit more security. Then tie it off at the back and cut the ends off. And you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was easy enough to follow. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more content, and I'll see you in the next video.